right,
I
we're
think
live.
hello, welcome to the Where Were We podcast.
I
I'm
catch
not sure
you.
how
I
you're
catch you
seeing
at
us in
such
order.
Yo,
good times. Hello.
So I'm just gonna introduce us. With me, I have our other regular co-host, the infamous Mocha AF,
Oh God.
and we have the surprise guest, the DJ himself, DJ LGT.
what's good? What's good,
DJ
fam? What's cracking? What's cracking?
LGT. There we
In the
go.
mix. Air horns going crazy. What's
So,
So
cracking,
yeah,
so the
guys?
funny part is you're a real life DJ.
It's hilarious. I know.
It's
It's
hilarious.
yeah, man. It's that life I like to live, man.
Do
Just
you
music and
do you have a bullshit air horn that you like to play every single time?
yes,
Yes. See, this is
every
just a common
song.
thing.
as
Yeah.
a DJ.
It's common. I mean, you need it. It's a hype. Like I'm looking at the button right now as I'm talking to
Oh,
you
you're
guys.
you're
It's
looking
like
at the specific.
I'm looking at the turntable right now. Like, yep, it's that button right there. Every song, every three times.
God damn it!
Yeah,
Every three songs, just air
I
horn.
got. I'm telling you, like actually three times during one song, like you know, out of the chorus into the chorus, you got the LGT, or you rocking with the one and only DJ LGT. And I got this one thing from Kendrick. It's like go time. Don't worry about
It's incredible,
it.
dude. I've always
That's a
thought
little.
I've always thought the best meme is I've seen a couple DJs like post on Twitter. They're like got this real good build up going, and they're about to drop it, and all of a sudden like comes to that low point, and instead of a drop, it's just an air horn. Come on. Come
That's just
on.
that's just mean. You can't do
That's
that. I don't do
mean.
that. I don't do
Like
that. That's mean.
everybody's like so hyped. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go." And then it drops, and you're like, "What the fuck
Jesus.
was that?"
You know what? I've done that. I can't. I've done that. I can't get mad at that. I've done it more than once. It was an IEP. I apologize. I will do it again though, but I apologize.
Awesome. Well, yes, welcome to the show. We're happy to have you. It's really fun when we get our friends on here, get some guests up in here, because you know, podcast life, right? Everybody wants a piece of it. Well,
Right.
Yeah, and
you
I
got a
mean
piece.
it's been forever since we recorded our last.
It
So
has.
you want to do a brief like what's been going on
Oh
since
my
the last
god.
pod?
Well, okay, so the
Well,
last pod that we have posted was with AKA Feathers.
Oh
And the
gosh.
reason why is because we actually recorded a podcast in between then and now.
Mm.
However, I'm a lame piece of shit, and I'm busy as all garbage. And we had to like cut that thing down. It was like 4 videos because Discord kept shutting on and off, and like Twitch was screwing up. Everything was going crazy. So I was like, "Fuck this! We're just gonna record." And then as I was listening to it over and over again, I just was like, I hated it. I hated every single part of it. So I was like, I'm not posting this garbage. We'll just save it for like when we actually do sit down, do another real good one, and then it'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I've just been working, learning a lot of shit, playing a lot of games, enjoying life. How about you? That's it. That's all you
man.
got.
Oh no, me. I've been studying for the bar. I just took it. I graduated law school. So yeah,
He's been busy
just
as
living,
shit.
just
Is
living,
Been
is
busy
the
since
real
living and
like
thing.
learning
He's
studying.
every
he's
day.
been busy
Yeah,
as
right.
shit. We haven't
Yeah,
had any time to record
yeah.
because this
Been
man,
pretty busy. Yeah, been
yeah,
pretty busy.
this man's
I
just
have.
been studying.
Yeah, I
Bless your
have.
Oof,
heart.
Yeah, yeah.
gross.
Hopefully I pass. I don't want to take that again. You know,
Well,
that's
yeah,
all
I
my
mean,
plans. If I fail, I'm going to circus school.
Next best bet, or just be a DJ with me.
yeah, just go be a DJ.
Yeah,
Dude,
with
you
the Black
already
Daft
got the
Punk.
air horn
Actually,
on
you're
lock.
right.
That's all you gotta do.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
easy, man. Trust
Exactly.
me. Just push some buttons.
You
Press
hit
play.
play, and then every 3 songs you hit 3 air horns.
That's it. This guy, he's a master.
It's a formula. I don't know.
True that. Yeah, I gotta figure that out, man.
Yeah,
I gotta
I
figure
mean-
that out. Let's hope. Let's hope I pass. But if I did,
If I don't, then I'm on that fast track to DJ life.
Hey man, I'm here for you, pal.
Seems good. What about you, DJ? What have you been up to? Tell the people
Man,
about
just-
yourself.
Well, was born African American. Nah, nah,
Dude, I
man.
was
You
not
know,
ready
just,
for that. I shit you not. That was not what I was
Yeah.
anticipating you say.
Nah, man. But seriously, I've just been working. Trying to further my career as DJ, and also trying to get my marketing right. Shout out to marketing majors, and a lot of DJing, a lot of gaming, man. A lot of PS4 gaming, Switch gaming.
Mhm.
Well,
It's just
you came to
it's
the
a
right
lot.
place.
Yeah,
That's
what's
exactly-
everyone's lot?
Oh, go ahead,
Yeah.
Seaside.
I was gonna say, what's everyone playing lately?
Oh, Apex Legends 1. That's fire. I love that game. I'm trash, but I'm still playing it. Getting back in GTA 5. I am on Smash. Not good. Don't at me. A lot of Mario Kart, a lot of Mario
Yeah.
games, and I'm playing Portal 2 on Xbox for some reason, so that's cool.
Oh, okay,
But
nice. What about
so
you,
it's a good
Seaside? What you been playing?
Most recently, I just finished Detroit Become Human. I just started. Days Gone, but the game's kind of like more complicated than I'm. Like my brain is still not ready to like, exert itself quite yet.
Yep.
And
Just
Detroit
not ready
Become
for
Human was very little gameplay. It was mostly story, and yeah, I'm just like I might just switch to Rage 2, and play that just because I don't think it'll require as much intelligence.
Ah.
Point and shoot. The fun stuff.
Yeah.
The fun stuff.
Oof. Me.
Also, I've
just
been watching
didn't-
Entourage.
Oh, Entourage. Ooh.
I'm on season 8. In my depression, I've watched all the way
Already?
up to season 8. I'm
I
at the
just
last
told you
season.
about it maybe last week.
Yep.
1 week you got to
I-
season 8. Jesus Christ.
I've been sitting at home doing nothing. Yeah.
Oh,
So you know the theme song already. The
Oh
theme
yeah.
song burned.
Listen.
Oh yeah, burned in the back of your head.
Yep.
It's watched
Yep.
seven
When
and
you
a
watch
half
a show on
seasons.
HBO,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you watch a show on HBO, all of those theme songs are fire, and they all get like I still have the Sopranos theme song stuck in my head. I have The Wire,
Easy.
like all 5 versions of them stuck in my head.
That's legit right there. Yeah, me, I've been playing a lot of Dota, a lot of Dota Underlords. I've been playing Magic the Gathering. I've been playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. The game's fucking flames. I love it.
Clutch.
And I've been playing the Jackbox party games. I love those things.
Yeah, how is that? Everyone has that. I never
Dude,
played it.
They are so okay. Like, they're just so much fun. I like. We had some people come stay a few weekends ago, like sometime in June or some garbage like that, and we pulled out the Jackbox games, and it's just like you can play trivia games on there. You can play like a lot of things that are just pinning answers up against each other, and everybody votes. It's just like fun. The more people you get, I guess.
Sounds cool.
A lot of people though play it like on Twitch, where they will open up the rooms to everybody, and you'll get like 500 people voting on stuff, and it's just like,
Jeez.
yeah. But they actually, I think, are releasing, or maybe just released, Jackbox Party 6, which features a game called Just Draw a Penis, which sounds fire. I don't know why, but it sounds like a hilarious game. Like, you get like 10 drunk people all just drawing dicks. Come on, that's funny.
I need to be not sober playing that.
Well, that's what I just said, drunk.
Yeah, for sure.
Just get fucked up and draw dicks. It's fine. You look like the
fine.
TV will look like the fucking scene in Superbad where Jonah Hill's character can only draw dicks. You guys remember that shit?
Classic.
Dude,
I had it on a
that-
PSP, man.
Oh my
Classic.
god, dude. Anytime I see that movie, I watch that fucking scene and I just piss myself laughing. It is so good.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
so
it's
good.
classic for sure.
But anyway, Seaside, what are we here for today?
Oh, we're here for a whole lot of nonsense. So obviously we've been gone for so long, so we missed a lot of things that happened, and we want to like hit on them. We don't got to go super in depth on some of these things. We wanted to get back in our groove. We got to get our mojo back, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. So we can start off with like one of the big. Since we talk about gaming so much, we can talk about one of the biggest things that happened since we've been gone is E3. Yes, that is how long we've been gone.
Yes,
Hmm.
we have been gone since E3.
Yeah, since before E3.
Mm.
Hot
Jesus,
damn.
yeah. Um, so for those uninitiated, E3 is what the biggest video game convention in the world, I guess, and it's essentially where a lot of the companies go to market and announce and build the hype for their products. So usually the the three big companies, you know, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, come and present. This year, however, Sony did not present.
Terrible.
So
Dumb
yeah, I
ass
was kind of.
decisions.
I mean, I can understand why they didn't. But yeah, we can start off with Xbox. So Xbox announced a bunch of things. It announced, I think, over like 60 games.
It was
Um,
long, yes.
It's a
Very
long
long
list. It is a
conference.
long list of games.
like
Yeah.
over 60 games. I'll just name a couple of the notable ones. And you guys feel free to jump in. What is it? Halo Infinite, Gears 5, Psychonauts 2. I know people were really excited for those three specifically. There was a lot of indie games. It seems like Microsoft is becoming the place where a lot of console indie gamers or indie game developers go to build their reputation and build their craft essentially. So there's a lot of those, and I know that Microsoft bought a bunch of studios just I think last year, I think at last year's E3, they announced that they bought over like 30 something studios to build all original, just Microsoft exclusive content, first party games is essentially. But yeah, what do you guys think about the game releases or the game announcements?
In my opinion, the biggest one is adding to the Halo franchise. I mean, I've always loved Halo. It's been
Hmm.
like it was like a staple growing up for me. So, I mean, pretty much anything Halo, I'll give it a try. Like it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're remastering games. I don't care if you're putting out new content. It's Halo. Halo's Halo. Like, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I mean, I didn't cut you off. I did. Apologize.
No, you're
Um,
good.
it was just so many games. Like I was honestly sitting there. I started at work and still watched it when I got home because it was so long. And I mean, it's just content that Xbox really needs. I mean, after last year, with PS4 blowing up with
Mhm.
God of War and Spider Man, I mean, it's
They needed something.
they needed something, and even the small stuff, not small. Like I saw the Forza Horizon,
Yeah,
the
Forza
Lego,
Horizon
the
Lego.
Lego
Yeah.
DLC. That looked amazing. I mean, it brings out the kid in me like it did last year with the Hot Wheels DLC.
Ah,
And
yeah.
the reason why I bought an Xbox was for that DLC.
Jesus.
So I'm with all that, but yeah, it's Xbox is coming up. I am a Sony guy, but I do
Oof.
have both. And oof, but it's a lot. It's a lot of games, a lot of things they displayed, and I'm excited for Xbox 2020 for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, it should be good.
Um, Among some of the other things that they talked about, they released the Xbox Elite wireless controller. Has anyone seen? Have you either of you guys seen this thing?
Amazing.
I
I've,
don't
I've
get
The
seen it.
hype. I don't get hype
it
about hardware.
You're
Right.
tripping. That thing looks great. That thing
It,
looks amazing.
Okay, so as a PC gamer, I don't give a fuck about hardware.
He can
Here we
plug
go,
it
the
into
PC
the
gamer.
PC.
I
Yeah,
just
look at the PC gamer.
I don't know. I
I'm glad
I like mice and keyboards, baby. Fuck out of here with controllers.
WASD guy over here.
Easy
Yeah.
game.
Oh my gosh.
I like
I
being
don't
able to
know.
like quickly just type shit instead of like having to go on the mic and just sound like a bitch when I'm trying to complain at people. Cause everybody like when you hear my voice when I start like voice chatting, you're like I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know,
fucking
man.
do anything that this guy says. He's a bitch. But like if
Well-
if I'm stronger over the keyboard, you know, fuck you, buddy.
I mean, you sound like an adult. You don't sound like those 13-year-old kids on, Apex. Like, let's push, guys. Like those guys, I can't deal with those kids, man. They're
Dude, okay,
you're
so
good.
one of the meanest things has ever been said to me over Dota just got said to me recently. I was playing a game last week and I started talking and I was like, "Guys, we really got to group up. We got to push mid, please." And they were like, somebody came over the mic and said, "You just sound like a fat kid sitting in your mom's basement." And I was like,
Oh man.
I was like, "Whoa."
No,
I was like,
No.
what? And then he goes, "You take this shit way too seriously. Fuck you, you dumb loser nerd. Go kill yourself."
for pushing mid.
I said, "Let's push mid."
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Toxic motherfuckers.
That's
all
it,
I got.
man. You can't escape that community, man. Every console. That's when the console and PC come together when it comes to that community talking trash.
Yeah.
telling you,
Damn.
Toxicity.
no remorse.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
Yeah, definitely. There's also since Sony didn't have an announcement, I'll group this in with that. Microsoft announced Project Scarlet or whatever they're called should be, which is the new console, the new generation console will be dropping holiday 2020, as well as Sony also announced that their console will be dropping holiday 2020. So I mean, those are things that we are anticipated. But it's good to have a confirmation from those companies.
Yeah.
And that's very fair.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Yeah. So I guess we can move on to Nintendo. We can hit this too pretty quickly. Nintendo announced. I don't know. I didn't go super in depth with Nintendo. Nintendo announced. You guys feel free to jump in. Nintendo announced Luigi's Mansion 2,
Dope.
a remake of the Legend.
Fire.
Yeah. The remake of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, and they announced some characters joining into Super Smash. Those are the major things that I saw from Nintendo.
Well, didn't they announce Breath of the Wild 2? I thought.
Did they? I saw that they announced that remake. I'm not sure.
I remember vaguely
Either
something
way.
about like because it was more like Majora Mask style artwork, but in the Breath of the Wild stuff, I vaguely remember seeing a whole bunch of that, and I thought I saw some teasers for Breath of the Wild too. Which,
Yeah, I think it was something.
Dope.
Yeah, I think it was something. I don't think it was part of the actual Nintendo conference. I think it was like
Oh yeah, that
like
that
an
might have been
interview.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they
Okay.
just dropped a trailer or something like that.
Yeah.
Nintendo, man, honestly, we can't let them know how much power they have because
Oh,
like
yeah.
their following they got a huge following. I mean, it's
There are people that are strictly Nintendo.
yeah, and I don't see how people can buy DLC for Nintendo. Like I never saw that coming. Like
Have you ever talked to just a strict Nintendo player?
never.
My brother.
It is miserable. Because
My
like
brother is such a
no, okay. So there was a dark time. And the dark time was when it was just the Wii. When the Wii was like released and it was just the Wii for a while. Oh my god, dude. Those Nintendo people. Oh, it's coming. The next one's coming. It's got to be coming soon. And then they're like, Wii U.
That Wii was trash.
Blasphemous.
That's why the Switch came out. That's why that Switch came out so quick. The
Yeah.
Wii U was like,
The Wii U was
but
terrible.
they bounced back. They bounced back. Switch did well.
The
The
Switch
Switch
did
is
very
doing
well.
well.
And
Did too well.
the Switch
Yeah.
Lite, I believe, is the other thing.
Yeah,
Which
they
dumb.
which didn't come out during E3, but I mean, I guess if you're I personally like the Switch for its ability to be like a full console and
Yeah,
then
for
to
the whole
switch to
Switch
being a
part.
mobile.
You know, the
Right,
whole
like you can't
fucking
Be able to
thing of the
switch.
name.
I
Yeah,
want
the
to
Yeah.
hold a
Switch thing.
switch.
Yeah, being
I
able to not
don't,
switch
Exactly.
anymore really
I don't get it.
sucks.
I
Yeah.
don't like light.
I
Like,
mean,
oh, it's
I guess
demo
if someone
version.
yeah, I guess if someone only wants to play on the like on an airplane or something, then I guess that's something that they but like otherwise,
Yeah, but
you know
then
what I
just
mean?
buy a Switch and like just you got the same thing. It's just slightly
Have
bigger.
the option.
You
Yeah.
got a bigger screen. Like what the heck?
Yeah.
Like everybody wants their phones like 20 sizes bigger. Why don't you want your Switch 20 sizes bigger?
I
Seems
don't know,
good.
man. It's a waste of time in my eyes. I mean, yeah, the quick,
Yeah.
in my bag game, like PSP type thing, cool. But like the big thing with the Switch, so I can go from my TV, put my controllers in, and walk and live my life outside of my home and still play
And play the
Doom
same
or
game
Mario
that I
Kart.
was
Yeah,
playing on the
Mhm.
TV. I can just pop it right off
Yeah.
mid game and keep going. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's what it is. That's Nintendo Switch. Side note: if I see them snap one more time, I'm gonna lose it. I don't know if you guys saw the conference. It's like, in the next game, Mario. Little thing, whatever. Sorry, I'm upset. Don't worry about it.
Was it the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, like every game, like you know how it clicks
ugh.
after every game. They're like, well, here's a new one, Mario Kart. I'm like,
Seems good.
jeez, my chest hurts
Yeah.
now.
Ugh.
But but no, honestly, I agree with
Yeah.
you guys. I mean, I don't understand just the light version. I mean, save your money by the Switch.
I was hoping for a pro version actually. Getting like maybe like a bigger screen or a higher resolution mobile screen, maybe going up to 4K, even though most of the games aren't capable of going for. Opening up a pro version opens up the newer games to be able to, you know what I mean, to scale up.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
just me.
that's true. That's true.
Unless some 2030 Nintendo Switch, maybe for sure. But I
for,
saw that
for sure by
'cause-
2030 seems
yeah,
good.
right.
That solid 10-year guarantee.
Right, I'm trying to think. I think it can go to 1080p, at least 720 for sure. I have LA Noir, and that's that big game. I think that's 720p for sure. But it looks good on the go. It works, but yeah,
And something like that will like have like a stupid long battery life, like even for like the more complex, more draining games. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That'd be dope
Yeah.
for like. But I mean, it's still what like 3 hours. It's not bad. I mean, how long are you gonna be playing a game straight
yeah. I think it's
before
34.
you charge? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really only comes into play when you're like on an airplane or something and it's like a 4-hour, 5-hour flight. And then you're like,
Right.
I gotta play pretty sparingly. Because.
Play for a couple
Yeah.
hours, take a nap, or you take a nap and then you wake up, play.
Then you wake
Just
up and
don't.
cry
Yeah,
because your battery's dead and you got a layover.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Oh my
I've cried.
gosh.
Sat there when you press that power button and the battery's blinking in the corner. It's not going to charge and be ready for the next 35,
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure there is some like third-party software where you can like charge. Can you charge it like with some third-party software like a mobile charger, like a
I mean, I have the USB that Nintendo made like after I bought a charger for it that was trash. But I have like a long, maybe 6-foot charger you can use. It plugs into a wall. But she's sitting a square for. But yeah, they have that type of charger, but nothing too crazy where I can like the Samsung, wireless
Yeah.
chargers. But they do have the updated Nintendo charger that can get it done. Maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Get you a little something, something. So
Mm,
I don't leave the house on my Switch. So that's how I am.
fair
Solid.
enough.
But yeah, hopefully.
So yeah, that pretty much wraps up E3, right? I mean, there wasn't really.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I mean,
not too much. there's something else that came out of it, but a lot of the news from it came out of later. It was more was announced during. We'll just get to the game. Cyberpunk 2077.
Ah,
Who's
I
hype?
am Keanu Dracula. I mean Count Dracula.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, that I don't want to cut anybody off. I'm excited. I'm not here excited. I've been watching gameplay video
It looks pretty
since
sweet.
day
Yeah.
one. I mean, did you guys play the first one? Apparently, there was like a. This is a sequel, apparently.
I did not play the first one, but this one looks dope.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's
I
all
didn't even
I
know
gotta
there was
say. Is this
a
one
one
looks
before.
really good.
I mean, it's
Cyberpunk 2076.
76. Yes, this is a year after.
Seems
Yeah.
good.
I mean, I'm really excited. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research with this game. I've been on the websites, been reading articles, and the game's been actually catching a lot of heat. There was a demo at one of the conventions where your character shoots at I think a Haitian gang, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard about that. And they were like, "Oh, this game's terrible because you're just gunning down Haitian people," and the stereotype of black gang violence and things like that. And they try to flip it, but it's the people that don't understand video games and don't understand the culture behind it, and because the actual game creator spoke with Haitians and like put them in the game. They were down, they were hyped, they were actually excited.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of heat. That's just one thing they caught the past few months since E3,
Yeah.
and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it hasn't deterred me from wanting this game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm-
me either. The
Yeah.
game looks so fucking good.
It was good, bro. Like
It
it's
looks
good.
so good.
Like oh my
Yeah.
gosh, like it's amazing. Me and
Uh,
Mike just watched the 48-minute gameplay and show him.
Yeah, I watched the 48-minute gameplay video the other day.
ah,
I'm
it
really
just
excited
looks
for the
so
custom
good.
the customability of your character, which brought us at least to one of for as much hype as this game is getting. People are looking for ways to create controversy. One of the controversies was the whole thing about like being able to create a transgender character. But I feel like that's a thing that could happen in any video game.
Who
You know what I mean?
fucking cares? It looks
And
hype.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
2019. There are transgender people. You all need to fuck off if you don't get it. Like fucking, let's go.
People are
No,
real
man.
upset.
Let's
If my
play the
character
game.
can't have boobs and a penis, I don't want to play it. Sorry, man. If I can't be green with long hands and short feet, it's not going down. I'm not buying it. So,
What kind of evolution is that?
I got a rough family, man. Don't talk about my lineage, my legacy, man. That's just my family, man. I'm sorry. Short feet.
Oh man, dude, I always have liked customer characters or customized characters. I think that's like a really fun concept in games. It gives you a
Mhm.
lot of like freedom to be kind of creative with, like really getting you invested in a character because you created that. You like I don't know about you guys, but I used to spend hours and I mean
Hours.
hours choosing like everybody used to do like the fake faces and they would just find like one default one that they liked and they would like save it. They're like, I don't care, let me play. No,
Oh,
not me, buddy. I used to like adjust cheekbones and stuff. Like
Yep.
I was like
the bridge.
Y-axis,
yeah,
y-axis, x-axis.
I
Oh
was
man.
in that stuff. Like when Skyrim came out. Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude! I spent probably 10 hours creating a character because I was like, I'm gonna spend hundreds of hours playing this thing. I can't screw this up. I can't do it.
Telling you. I mean, I understand. I mean, we've been doing this since
Yeah.
2K, like Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, mind you, Dreamcast, you couldn't see their face, you couldn't see their cheekbones and their
Yeah,
dimples, but you saw me sitting there for 4 hours. Like, okay, he has to have 3 mustache hairs on this side and 4 on this side, and One big eye, one small eye. Like
Do you want to know what else used to be fun? I think it was like 2011, 2012, something like that. You used to be able to like scan your face, take a picture of your face, and put it on EA, and then you would be like put into the game. That stuff was cool.
I
I
think that was
liked
here.
that.
Yeah, that was good. I think that was 16. NBA Live and 2K did that, and NBA Live had you looking like a mistake. Like it would look terrible.
Hit with
I
the
was
ugly
not.
stick, something like
Yeah,
that.
right. You got
No,
hit
but
hard with it.
I used to do that for Madden, and it really
Yeah.
did like start to look pretty good towards the end of my Madden playing days. It was like your face was pretty much there, and you were like, oh, that's almost freaky. Like I can totally see all the like the parts of the mirror here. Oh man.
I don't know if you guys ever the GTA 5 online. To create your character, I think it's like you have to create your mom and dad, and then it like fuses their
Dude,
faces and all
I
that.
wouldn't
Huh.
be able to decide.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't be able to decide. That would take me way too long.
I couldn't do it. I was like, how? What am I doing? My mom would end up being Mexican. I don't know what happened. Like I know what's going on, and then like I couldn't switch it back, and so here we are. I just wear a mask.
Here we are.
I'm hideous. So,
Uh,
but yeah, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, the oh shit, what was the other one? It was Madden 2006, okay? Madden 06. Let's throw this shit back here. Okay?
Hmm.
That game for the like career mode, you had to start out by picking characteristics from your parents. So it would be like your dad was an Olympic athlete, except for he had the IQ of a 3-year-old, and
Hmm.
your mom. She has no athletic abilities whatsoever, but she's a goddamn genius. And then by picking that, and like say you were a quarterback, it would be like, well, you're not the smartest quarterback, but you're athletic. It was like, what the hell? And it would give you stats based off that. And I loved that stuff. You didn't like really get into the character customization like GTA did, like where it's like your
Yeah.
parents create you then. No, it was like you just had to pick all of your stats based off your parents. And then like you got to go into the character customization, and that was pretty fun.
It's clutch.
But there was no webbed feet or hands on there. I mean, I apologize. Rats. Could you imagine
Rats.
being a wide receiver and you got webbed hands?
Celine.
You're not
The game
dropping
was trash.
anything. You get webbed gloves.
The league's not having that. League is not having that.
Disqualified.
Yeah.
Right, he's
That's
out
so
of here.
funny.
He's at an advantage.
Get this man a map. He's lost.
Ugh.
Get this man. Oh man, but yeah,
Alright,
man.
but where were we? Where were we?
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
So Cyberpunk. That's right. So that was a long ass tangent.
It looks-
starting with
Yeah.
character.
That's how we started?
customization.
Jeez.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So
It
Madden
looks
06.
It looks dope. When's it supposed to come out?
April 16th, 2020.
Yeah.
I already
So,
took off work.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, took off work.
Already took off.
I know. I know I'm gonna be playing it, and I'm sure we'll talk about it eventually. We'll all talk about it eventually when we all like have progressed through it some.
So DJ, what if you get the gig of your life on the day Cyberpunk comes out? You dropping the gig?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Nah, I need that gig, man. I need those followers. Nah, I mean DJing first. I mean, I love gaming for sure. I mean, it's gets me out of the world and calms me down for sure. But nah, if I get that gig, if I get that turn up.
Hey, you were calling off
Yeah.
work. I didn't know it was the same concept.
Oh no, I mean I caught off work from Mortal Kombat 11, and I beat the game. I think that day. I got it actually.
Got it.
I got it.
Day.
It was a midnight release. I got that joint at 9 p.m. the day before,
Oof.
and took off work next day. I beat it next day. It was online, For some reason, I'm still trash. Don't know how. But
For some reason.
nah, man, I'm taking off for games. But when it comes to DJing, nah, I'm taking that gig every time.
There you go. Priorities, right? Priorities.
Priorities, facts.
That's it.
Pay these bills.
That's very true.
For sure.
Speaking of pay these bills, and video games, the Fortnite World Cup changed several 16-year-olds' whole lives.
I don't know shit about that.
Okay, so the average age, listen. It was a $30 million tournament. $30 million Fortnite tournament. The average age of the players was 16 years old. A 16-year-old who goes by the name of Booga won $3 million for coming in first place. Holy shit. 50th place. 50th. You got 100K. 100K for 50th place. Fucking crazy.
I'm upset.
Why? That's so cool for that kid. That kid
It's cool for that kid.
He doesn't have to work a day in his life now. He is literally retired at 16. He could just be like, I'm done professional gaming. I'm going to go work at Quiznos. Like, what?
Easy.
It's like, I don't fucking care anymore. He wins one event and he gets to drop jobs forever. Like, that is insane. That is fuck you money at 16.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Why is he what?
3 million. Like,
3
imagine
million.
your mom tell you to do the dishes. Like, who are you? I don't do no dishes. You got 3 million in the bank. Like, who are you talking to like that? Watch your mom, dad.
Your mom comes up to you and she says, "Get off the video games." Well, I just won $3 million, so if you want a cut of that for just being my mom, you can piss
Just
off.
throw some hundreds on her face. Take these hundreds. Get on my face, mom.
Get out of my face.
Just bought you a car and a house.
Yeah,
Why?
it was $3 million for first. I think $1.8 million for second, $1.6 million for third place, and then it like trickled down to 50th place was 100K. Like, even
insane.
that, like, you came in 50th place. Could you imagine? Like, guys, I really
All you gotta
fucking
do to
lost,
win-
but I got 100K.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
it like, how did the tournament work? Is it just like one battle royale?
It was a 3-day event.
Okay.
And you got points for kills. You got points for how you placed in each round. So, they did
Okay.
like duos. I think they did squads, and then they did solos. And the solo tournament was the big money tournament. And I actually went back because of how insane money that was. I was like, I have to see what watching a single game of competitive Fortnite is like. Because in my head, it was trash. In my head, I was like, Fortnite sucks as a game. I fucking hate it. I hate Battle Royales. So I'm going to hate watching competitive Fortnite, right? They actually did a very good job broadcasting that. I gotta say, as far as like production value goes, they had it like starts the game and you see all 100 players sitting at their computers in a big mosaic, and then it like jumps in and it goes player perspective on like a whole bunch of the top guys. Then it jumps around and it does like a view of where everybody's currently at. As shit's getting a little more hectic, they like jump in and out of player perspective and like the other player who's in the team or like in the fight at the time. It's like bananas watching that stuff. And the hype casters are really good. They even did a pretty good job of making somebody like me who has no idea what the hell's going on understand. Like, they really pretty much dumbed it down, for lack of a better term. And they had to play like 6 rounds, and it was like all based on points. So you could like come in first and not get any kills, and you would still be like 4th or 5th on the points because you didn't get any kills. So like, you know, coming in first, I think got you like 12 points. A kill was like 1 point. So, you know, person who comes in second who gets 10 points and 3 kills beats the person who came in first who just camped out in a good spot. You know what I mean? So you have to be active. It was pretty fun watching. For the most part, I only watched one game though. I was like, I can't watch more of this because it's Fortnite and I already know who wins, so I don't really care. But getting to watch that kid have his dreams come true was sweet. Gotta say,
That's awesome.
he's been
Yeah.
all over the place too. Now he's been on like Fallon and like all the like late night shows. He's just like going around talking about video games. This is fucking cool. This is good for
That is
him.
cool.
16 years old. Fuck you, money. And he's on TV now everywhere.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what giving a 16-year-old that much money is a recipe for carnage.
Yeah.
It's too much power. Do you even graduate from high school? Do you need to? Did you continue? Like,
Why?
do I go
For
to
what?
school now?
Some
Hey.
They're
I
giving a
think
kid that much money before he graduates from high school is insane.
I think
Yeah,
the
right.
craziest part is how like in high school you would come back on the first day like from the summer and they'd be like, "Well, what did you do this summer?" And you'd have to like tell the teachers like, "Oh, I pretty much sat around. I played a lot of video games." Except for this kid gets to go, "Oh, I sat around. I played some video games and I won 3 mil. Here, why don't you take this 100 and go buy me a soda?
Facts.
Get out of here.
Done.
Let's
Like,
cancel class for today because I'm here and I
Yeah.
just kind of want to sit here." Teacher's like,
Telling
"What
you.
the hell?"
kids in the back playing Fortnite mobile. Like, I'm not done yet. We're not
Yeah,
done.
he's like,
Next
I,
year.
I gotta get this bread. Like, let's
Yeah, right.
let's go.
You learn Spanish 101? Okay,
Yeah.
you keep that. I'm gonna play Fortnite.
Take your Spanish. I'm over here trying to learn all the new guns in Fortnite and all the new drop spots.
Yeah,
That's the real
It's
knowledge.
Season X, man. Season X.
Easy.
I don't like it.
Oh man.
Terrible.
But yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
that's all I really had on Fortnite.
I mean, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you're excited because I'm upset. Like,
It was
I-
fun to watch that one game because like I went into it anticipating hating it, and I came out like I still am never gonna play Fortnite, but like,
Right.
like
Yeah.
I fucking hate that game. But that
Right.
kid, like, good for him. That kid, like, cool, and he's like so chill too. Like all the
Yeah,
interviews I've
yeah.
seen, he has been like handling it so well. He's just like, yeah, I wasn't really thinking about much. It didn't really feel real. And
Yeah.
you're just like,
Wow.
dude, what? You're like,
What?
this
Because
is,
he's 16 and he doesn't know what bills are yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
right.
he's 16 and he's out here talking like Tom Brady. I guess I'm gonna go to Disneyland. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dairy
Jeez.
Queen on me.
Yeah.
It's kids. Man, he doesn't understand the man hours I've put in over the years with these video games. This guy went 3 million. He's 16?
Ah.
Just like that.
Just like that?
You want to know what he would say though? Get
What?
good.
Oh my gosh, I heard that before.
Yeah.
16-year-old telling you to get good. You're like, fuck you, you little 16-year-old. He's like, I just won $3 million. Get good.
At that point, I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I got no words from him.
Yeah.
You got it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get good. But yeah, I'm gonna log off real quick.
Yeah, I'm
Tackle
gonna
tomorrow.
go reevaluate my priorities in life.
See, the thing is with that too is like it's like Fortnite, and I'm just like that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Gross. Don't make money off Fortnite. Don't make money with Fortnite. Gross.
Don't stop.
I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta say though, the Dota 2 community saw that $30 million prize pool that was trying to be the biggest in esports history, and the community just said, "Fuck that! Let's keep it at TI." I think it's up to close to 32 million. It's like 31,800 or something like that. It's up there, and there's still 10 days to go till the tournament, and then they, I think, still crowdfund until the very end of the tournament. So it can still go up. Probably hit 32 million, I would say. That's going to be a lot of money for some other kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, some
That
kids.
game though is actually something else. That's a game where you have to I don't know.
Strategy,
Making
knowledge.
all of that's making my head hurt thinking about having that much money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
I'm over here filling my tank only to the half mark.
Yeah.
I can't fill it up. This kid's like, oh man, these kids. I don't know.
I'm over here. I got kids. I got to buy cereal, generic brand cereal. Keep the kids fed. This guy over
You know
here,
what cereal he can
3 million.
buy?
Yeah, he can buy fuck you cereal, gold plated cereal. I don't care.
Oh
It's
my
great.
gosh. Walking the giant. Give me all the Frosted Flakes, large and regular size.
Frosted Flakes.
Wow.
He's eating
Yeah, Frosted
gold
Flakes.
gold Frosted Flakes.
Gold Frosted Flakes.
They just took 24 karat and just shaved that shit right on there. You ever
Yep.
seen a golden brown Frosted Flake? It looks a lot like a normal one except for gold.
Oh my
Somebody
gosh.
tag me out. I've been talking too long.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, you're good.
All right. Well, how about we move to? Gee, what do you know about Shang-Chi?
I am super hype.
All right.
Because
No, we're gonna hit that topic because I want to do a deep dive on Shang-Chi, and I don't know, dog. I was hoping you knew more
Yeah.
about him than I. We could
I
talk
don't
about.
I don't know so much. I know that in the comics, there's he is a master of a whole bunch of various kung fu arts, and he also can clone himself. I'm pretty sure, which is like fucking baller. Being able to
Yeah.
clone yourself and then kick several people's asses at the same time by yourself, just
Clutch.
like,
Yeah.
oh, see me? I'm gonna do some kung fu over here. Oh wait, see me again? Yeah, he's kicking your ass too. See me again? Up, catch these hands. Literally, all these
He's a-
hands.
He's apparently the best hand-to-hand fighter in all.
Yes. And there was a lot of other Marvel news too. Like what else was there? They gave like the whole phase 4 slate, right?
They did
Mhm.
do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Um one of the bigger ones in there being a Blade,
Oh yeah.
which that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And
Yeah.
I think the Eternals movie is going to be pretty important.
The Eternals
So
movie
for how-
is going to be pretty important. They the female Thor Love and Thunder. I am so excited for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's going to be Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman. I'm pretty pumped. I think that will be awesome to get that part of the comic lore in there. The other ones that Kevin Feige teased like at the very end before they announced Blade was we haven't even had time to talk about X-Men or Fantastic Four, which are
Yeah.
all coming.
Yeah, that's going to be dope. Phase 5
Phase
incoming.
5, motherfuckers, it's coming. I can't wait. I can't
gosh.
wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I want a mutant show. I want a Young Avengers show. I want all that shit. Give it to me. Throw it all in my face. I need it.
Need it.
I
Facts.
need it.
Yeah, I'm with you, pal. I mean, it's too much to handle. It's just so much thrown at you. Like I didn't watch the full Comic-Con, interview. I just saw the last part of Phase 4, and I'm just like, how we get here? Like it's like thinking about
Yeah.
Phases 1 through 3, fresh off of Endgame. It's overwhelming, but
And if
I'm
you
ready.
had seen it before, fresh off Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
That was I mean,
Still need to see that. Haven't seen that yet.
okay, so I won't ruin anything.
Yeah, we won't spoil it.
We'll talk about
It's
that
like
another
it's like
time.
that. Okay.
I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was okay.
Well, okay, so I have some choice words for you then.
Let's hear him.
Let me take a sip of the hard stuff.
All right. So, first off, it was great. And the reason why it was great is because it was a palate cleanser. It was like, hey, let's get a Tom Holland movie and let's just have a Tom Holland movie.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. And
that was awesome.
Cinematography wise, there was some really great stuff.
Yeah.
in there that I saw. It's just it was just very predictable. Like I predicted the entire movie like
Which is
before I
fine.
walked
I
in.
think it was. I don't think it came out. What, 1.5 months after Endgame? What the
Hmm.
hell were you expecting?
Well, no,
Yeah.
with the like I predicted everything with the Mysterio character, like everything, except for the one part, but I won't spoil.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
no. It's fine. Let's move on. Because I'm gonna get heated if we keep talking about this, and you know what happens when I get
I can
heated.
hear it. I hear you getting tense over there.
Oh, I'm over here like, did you shut the fuck up? It's Spider-Man. He's my best friend. You get the fuck out of here. This is great.
Oh man.
Anyway, speaking of Marvel, the Marvel game, right? That was another thing on the list. I don't think we hit up at all,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know how you guys feel about it. I saw a little bit of the gameplay. It looks amazing. I think my biggest thing, a lot of people's biggest thing, is like we've been watching Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, all the characters of Avengers be played as them for all these years, and now their voiceovers, faces. It's like just getting used to seeing those characters and not their face, not their voice. I'm gonna get over it, obviously, but
I mean, yeah, that's kind of like the thing that everybody's been countering with is like,
yeah,
well, I mean, they were comic book characters before they were movie stars that you know and love, so just like you'll get used to it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
yeah. But
But I
We'll
mean,
see how it all.
go ahead, Mike.
Oh, we'll see how it all plays out. In terms of, like, because I still like, I would not be surprised if some of them came back to do a little cameo or something. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
yeah,
we'll
for
see.
sure. Yeah.
Even if it's like a flashback.
I think honestly, I kind of want to save Marvel stuff for another time because
Okay.
there is a lot to get into. I mean, we can do a deep dive on Spider Man. We can do a deep dive on Shang-Chi. We can do a deep dive on Phase 4 in general,
Yeah, that's fine.
and even more talk about some of the uh, things that got confirmed for the Disney streaming service. That
Hmm.
could be another thing that we could throw in there. Um,
yeah,
but I mean, other than that, guys, I mean, it's just been a long road since the last pod. I think we've hit most of the things.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
for sure.
I mean, I know I'm talking like I've been here, like like I was there, like the long road coming, you
It's
guys,
a long road, you know.
you know. I actually want to bring one topic up, if you guys don't mind. Did you guys see the Bethesda conference
The
at all?
Bethesda, I
Yeah.
didn't know.
I did not. No.
Okay.
What are,
Yeah.
what
You can bring it
aren't they
up. Go
putting out a
ahead.
game?
I mean, I'm sorry, Mike. What were you saying?
Aren't they putting out a game soon? Or did they just put out a game? What did they? I feel like I heard something about a game that they're
The mobile
a New
game
Year's game.
Blades.
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. Go on.
Got you.
Sorry.
I don't know if you guys were part. I don't think you weren't, but a part of the Fallout 76 debacle. Uh,
I'm not a Fallout guy. I don't fucking
See,
care.
me neither. Me neither. It looked cool. Dropped 80 bones on it, and it sits in my library collecting dust.
A shame. And you
Yeah,
really can't get your money back.
You can
I haven't
take
even
it to
tried.
GameStop and get 2 cents.
See, we just talked about this. Actually, I got a digital, like a dummy. So,
See,
yeah,
you should have got the hard copy so that you could at least go get a 2 cents. When you get the two
but
cents, they'll be like, "Don't ever buy this game again." That's our 2 cents.
I think they actually get a game out for free. I think you bought like one game, they gave it to you for free.
Damn
You get
it!
it for like
I
a week.
do. I
They're
do
trying to get rid
remember
of.
that. Yeah.
Here you go. Please, please take this game.
It's horrific. Like I'm sitting
Ugh.
here like how did we get here? You're just walking around. It's quiet. You hear the crunching of the leaves, some growls, but you don't see no enemies. It's a good time. But yeah, it was just whole show was a debacle. I mean, a few good games. A game called Deathloop. I will look into that. Deathloop, really good concept. But yeah, I'm glad you guys didn't see it. I was pissed. I mean, he said he didn't really apologize. He didn't say like, "Oh, we're sorry for Fallout 76." He's like, "Yeah, we had a rough year." Like,
Oh,
it's like
Yeah, we
he said something like that,
we
and he
had
was
a
like,
rough
and
year.
people laughed.
oof,
Like,
big yikes.
he's like, he said it like, "Yeah, we had a rocky week," you know. Like, but hey, hope you get over it ASAP.
God damn it.
Something. But I don't know, man. It was rough. But I'm glad we don't have to talk about that. I'm glad we don't have to talk about that because you guys didn't see it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be over here crying, upset. I'm down 80 bones. You know, forget about that. I don't need the money. It's fine.
Ugh.
That's insane. Yeah, they had to have known the problems with that game before they put it to. It's just a real shame.
Yeah, I'm still, my butt still hurts from that.
I can
Those
feel
guys.
it. I can feel it right here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not even a
Yeah.
part of it.
They actually had another thing where you paid 120 for this bag, and the bag was really cheap. It like fell apart.
I
You
do
hear about
remember
that?
seeing that. Yeah.
And then they dropped the alcohol, like this bourbon or something. It came like a Nuke Cola bottle, and it looked like glass. It was really nice. When you got it, it was plastic, and there's no way you can save that plastic because that's how you open the bottle. So that part's ruined. Then the bourbon was trash. It was like $80 for the bourbon.
You know what
And
that sounds like? Bad PR, baby.
terrible
Oh, yeah.
PR.
Bethesda is in the toilet right now.
Somebody please get this man a Kleenex.
Oh my gosh.
Cry for days.
I don't know. Race 2 might be good though for sure, and that Doom Eternal's gonna be amazing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna get over it sooner or later. It's been what, over a year? I'm so upset, but don't worry about it.
All right, guys. Well, DJ, so what we like to do to close out the show is we do this thing called Two Things, where we ask each other two things. You just gotta pick one, snap decision with as little explanation as possible. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I would say like Seaside, donuts or cupcakes.
Donuts.
See, easy.
Easy.
That's all you gotta do. So, since you are our guest, you hit us up.
Oh, I actually okay.
Yeah.
A little controversial.
Hot damn. I don't care.
I'm trying. I bet. I know you don't care. I know both of you don't care. I'm gonna go with the longest debate, or one of the biggest debates we deal with every day. Is it both at the same time or just one by one?
One by one.
Doesn't
Like
matter.
you can just like ask us both, and then
We'll just
just
answer
answer.
once at a time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. PS4 or Xbox?
PS4.
Xbox.
It's 'cause you're
Easiest
silly.
snap decision of my life.
Drew, can we talk for a second? Can we talk about it?
No.
Oh wait,
no
yeah,
explanation.
no.
We're not allowed. No.
I understand.
All right. Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Jay-Z.
Rock, baby. It's easy.
Seaside,
Every
what's
time.
yours?
Okay.
Ooh.
I should have probably been thinking about this, huh?
You had some time.
You're up.
Tide Pods or the Tide's liquid?
Tide Pods. Pods, baby.
I
Shit
can.
looks like Gushers.
With me, it's like the liquid doesn't taste as good as the pods, so I go pods. So those flavors fuse. I won't explain. You know what? You taste it.
You got it. Yeah, you taste it. You taste it. All right, that's the show.
No time of this.